This is the reason why a lot of people who grew up around narcissists become late bloomers in life.
Sometimes being with a narcissist partner, or being with a narcissist parent, or being with people that just always try to pull you down, you can be a late bloomer. And that's conversation we're having in today's video. Let me roll this clip for you all to watch, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
This is the reason why a lot of people who grew up around narcissists become late bloomers in life. When you are around a lot of narcissists, whether that's a parent, a friend, or you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, when you're surrounded by narcissists, one thing they like to do is to invalidate your identity. That means when you want to go after something like, oh, I want to be this or I want to be that, they'll question it as soon as you do it. They'll go, oh, that's not a job that's high in demand, or, oh, people like that, they do this. They'll always try to invalidate it because they're constantly trying to keep you in a small place. So when you're around that a lot, any step you take towards self-discovery gets blocked by them. So you'll notice that when you cut these people out of your life, all of a sudden you'll start realizing, oh my gosh, I never knew I was into art like that. Man, I really do like this stuff. Man, I'm discovering that now. I didn't even know I like that. You don't even know yourself when you've been around narcissists for so long. It's because they're constantly invalidating you every step you take towards discovering yourself. Anything you try new, they invalidate it. They talk bad on it. They talk down on it because they don't want you to outgrow them. The more that you grow, the more independent that you become. So you'll notice by the time you do cut them out of your life, you'll grow rapidly. It's insane. That's why there's a lot of late bloomers out there. Maybe you had parents that were narcissists, and when you got away from them, all of a sudden you start becoming a completely different person. That's because you're not around someone who's invalidating you constantly. You're able to freely spread your wings. And when you do so, you start growing real fast.
When you constantly have people that when you tell them, oh, I want to do this, and they're like, they start looking at the negative parts of it and see you and just try to weigh you down and everything, this might be the reason whereby you might not be able to strive fast on time. And this can be your parents. Most of our parents are narcissists. They were narcissists, or maybe they are still narcissists, I don't know. But most of them, even your uncle, your brothers and sisters, some people very close to you, some of your friends can also be like that, okay? And you might not even know, because sometimes you just bring out an idea for them and they just tackle it, and you don't know where next you're going. And that can make you a late bloomer. But then, talking of late bloomer, I have two videos to share with you all. Women that were late bloomers and they're giving dating advice. So if you were a late bloomer, you want to go into the dating space, these are the advice you should put together. Let me read this clip for you all to watch to the end, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a late bloomer in life in general, but more specifically when it comes to like dating and such. I feel like I see so many girls especially being like, oh my God, I'm in my 20s and I never had a boyfriend. And to that, I really am just like, girl, that is amazing and great and perfect and beautiful and amazing and great. And here's why. So I myself am a late bloomer when it comes to dating. I didn't have my first boyfriend until I was like 20. And that's not even necessarily that late. But I was like a junior in college at that point. I went to all girls school for high school. So I really did not really get into the whole boys thing. That really was not my cup of tea. I always wanted to be like really smart and just do something with my life, because they had always been instilled with me from my grandma, who I spent so much time with. She would always say, you literally have your entire life to date stupid boys. Like, boys are literally from Jupiter. They get more stupider. Like, you have your entire life to do that. If I were you, I would definitely just go to school, vibe out, figure out what you like to do with yourself, who you are as a person, then think about boys. So then when it came time for me to date, I had no tolerance. I run a very much so strict ship over here, okay? But I will often sometimes feel weird, because it would be like some of my other friends, especially in high school, would be like boy crazy and stuff, and that just was not my vibe. Like, that's their vibe, that's their thing, good for them, shout out to them. But now that we're like older and such, I'm like, wow, I'm really happy that I had time to just focus on me. Yeah. So if you are out there in the world and you feel weird because you don't have boys in your face, you literally have until you die to have stupid boys in your face. Don't even worry about it.
Do not go on dating apps, people. Do not use that dating apps, especially if you are a late bloomer. Late bloomers are people who haven't experienced romance, who haven't dated, who haven't had a boyfriend, girlfriend, who are late to this like dating stuff. People who are like past 20. I'm a late bloomer. I started dating at 28. I don't even date anymore as a
28.
30-year-old. I really don't care anymore. I really don't care because, anyway, doesn't matter. It'll be another video. But if you have never experienced romance and you're in your 20s, stay away from apps. Yeah, people might say they're good practice, it's good to be on there, but as a person who, as a late bloomer,
Yeah.
talking to another late bloomer, and I have experienced apps, I have experienced a heartbreak from these apps, don't do it. Do not do it. And these are the reasons why. First and foremost, your first experiences shouldn't be from like the online. It should be in person. And this is how you should do it. Go out and live your life. And start hobbies outside of your, it has to be things that are outside of your job and outside of the gym. Start some new hobbies. Join a book club. Join a running club. Start playing guitar. Like,
Definitely
go
different.
out
Yeah.
and like go to spaces, go to cafes, go to libraries, and that's something that I have to do myself too. But like join a community and find like-minded individuals, and it's still possible nowadays. Like all that whole like BS that you have to be on dating apps, no, don't do that. Go out and live your life. People on dating apps aren't the best people. People on dating apps have this whole idea that there's so much to choose from, and people disregard other people like this because it's like, well, this one didn't have this, so next. And
Yes,
in
that's
itself is
that's it.
super
I don't really
unhealthy.
like dating
And I
apps.
really feel like it does cause like a certain like mental issues to
Yeah.
a certain extent. It's very anxious, like it causes a lot of anxiety to be on these apps and swiping. I feel, as a person who has studied UX design, I feel like it really is dark UX. These dating apps, the way they're designed, it's dark UX. And again, this could be another video in itself. Where was I at? Okay, and then a lot of late bloomers, I feel like because we haven't experienced a lot, like we tend to be very empathetic, and we tend to like be like, oh, like yeah, yes, and like that's a no. People on the apps are most likely, they don't care. They don't have any empathy, sympathy. They're very selfish. And if you're inexperienced, they will see that. They will see that, and they will try to take advantage of you. They will love bomb you and hurt you to your core if you're not strong enough. If you don't know about red flags, if you don't know about boundaries. Unfortunately, I was super naive when I used these apps. I had never had an experience dating at all, and I decided to start dating apps, which was the worst thing I could have ever done. But I didn't know any better, and that's why I'm on here telling you guys. Like, I was very naive, and I didn't know about red flags. I didn't know about boundaries, and like I guess I didn't love myself enough, because you need to make sure that you're the best version of yourself first. You need to know who you really are. You have to have boundaries. You need to have you need to know about
Red flags.
and
Yeah.
just be a high value person, man. Be a high value person. Don't give people your attention. Don't give people your time. Again, being alone, knowing how to be alone, it's a strength that as late bloomers we already have. Like, we've been alone. We're not really anxious. I guess we get anxious when people start questioning why we've been alone for so long, but that's fine. Don't let other people's opinions get to you. Take your time, live your life, and I don't know if you're religious, but trust God. Just go and live your life. Don't depend on your phone. Don't add more anxiety to your journey. Just be cool, be yourself, and don't depend on these apps. Because a lot of people don't talk about this, but dating apps really cause a lot of anxiety and a lot of mental health.
Yeah.
And a lot of heartbreak, unnecessary heartbreak. For me, I've been heartbroken one time, but that is enough. That is enough. One heartbreak, the next person that comes to my life, it's either nobody or it's gonna be my person, period. Because it's nice over here and it's peaceful, and you guys are fine. You're peaceful, and I know you want love, and I we want to be loved, but don't be anxious and desperate about it. Okay? And do not go on the apps. If you're thinking about going to the apps, if you're like downloading it right now, stop. Stop. Yes, with my no accent. Stop. Don't do it. Go join a running club instead. Okay, bye bye.
Yeah, I totally agree with them. And for me, I just want to add, I would say, when you're dating or when you just want to start dating as a late bloomer, date without having marriage at the back of your head. Don't say I'm dating because I want to get married, or I'm dating this person because I want him to marry me, or you're trying to date the person because you're not start showing wifely duties. That's what I'm trying to say. Because some people will go and start dating the very first romantic relationship they have, and they'll just lose guard, right? They'll start acting wifely duties. You go to his house, you help him to clean, you take care of him, you do everything. Like, you start doing like a wife, and you're not even a wife yet. This might this might happen if you're late in the dating space and you don't even know anything that's going on. You just feel like, oh, let me just be perfect because this I've been waiting for so long, and finally I found this person. Let me be perfect to the person. Let me make the person very happy. So no matter what you do to this man, no matter how much you make them happy, if they don't want you, they don't want you. They're going to deceive you. They're going to deceive you. So what I advise is just be yourself. Be happy. Do whatever you're doing. Make sure you're doing it because you want to, because it makes you happy, not just because it makes them happy, right? Make sure you are thinking about yourself first, always. Hi, like you're you're thinking about yourself like high right here and probably at low there, because at the end of the day you might get heartbroken, and it might even make you not even want to date anymore. That's for people that want to date, right? So always remove marriage from your remember, let's marry not be your end deal when you're dating. When you just want to start dating as a late bloomer, what is your advice for a late bloomer? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Thank you all so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. It's your girl Maria David. Please subscribe you all and turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified once I upload another interesting video. And of course, I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.